Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura. This is Kuhn, Kraft, Yoga and Design, and we are into the month of January and working on a January fitness challenge, a whole month of videos that are at least 20 minutes or less. And we move through several different parts of the body and explore all sorts of aspects of a fitness routine that we can easily bring into our lives. Today's focus is on flexibility, and we're going to move into getting some heat and getting some energy into the hips. We're going to get started on our mats and start just by standing in mountain pose. Have your feet separated about hip width apart, maybe a little further. We're going to take a little movement here as we get started. Just feel grounded in the feet, and from here we're going to go ahead and take the hands to the hips, and we're going to start to feel out the movement in our hips and draw some big circles. I'm starting counterclockwise. If you already started the opposite direction, no worries. We're going to move both ways, but we're going to have the hips come all the way out to the side, tuck the tailbone, draw them forward, and then bring them over to the other side, and then push that booty back. Don't worry, you're doing this at home, so probably nobody is watching you. You can move and just feel it out. Notice if there's any sticky areas or any places where you feel stiffness. We're going to reverse our circles and go in the opposite direction now. Use your breath. Feel into your body. Just feel how good this feels to move a little bit differently for your daily practice. And we're going to do just one more rotation and then come back to center. Let's go ahead and come back up just to stand nice and tall. We're going to take some side body leans. Lift the right arm up and over to the side. You can keep the left arm at the left hip. As you kick that right hip over towards the right, maybe revolve the gaze underneath the right arm as you gaze up and reach for those right fingertips. Inhale, come back to center. Let's take that side body lean over on the other side, pushing the left hip over towards the left. Gazing up towards the sky, reaching with those fingertips, coming back to center. One more time on each side. Let's reach for the right. Opening up to the right side ribs. Inhale back through center. Reach with the left fingertips. And then inhale back to center. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to push back onto our mats. Come into a downward facing dog. Take a big inhale in your downward facing dog. Exhale, release it out. One more. And exhale, release it out. When you're ready, we're going to step that right foot forward, draw it in between the hands. And we're going to come up into a crescent lunge. Holding in your crescent lunge, sinking into that right front knee. And then staying strong in that back left leg so that the back leg is nice and straight. You're pushing the heel down towards the earth. On the next inhale, we're going to open up and shift into a warrior two. Hips are sinking maybe even lower, opening up into that right knee, pushing it out towards the right so it's not falling in and sinking into the hips. On the next inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Bring the right palm back behind you. Can you pause here? Maybe lift the left arm, take a hold of the right wrist, and give a little extra stretch. When you're ready, we're going to take an inhale, draw the right forearm to the right thigh, and then come into extended side angle. Extend that left leg over to the sky, over behind us, along the left side of the face. Maybe, if it's available, you can reach that right arm towards the earth. From here, the knee is bent. We're sinking low into the earth. We're going to extend that front leg, lift the left arm up to the sky, and come into triangle. Bend the right knee once more. Shift the left arm. Come back into our extended side angle. Open up. Come back into triangle. Let's come back into our extended side angle. Hold here. And when you're ready, we're going to take the hands, place them on the outside of that right foot, come up onto the ball of the left foot, and then shift, come up into our crescent lunge once more. From our crescent lunge, again, the back leg is straight. This time we're going to transfer and bend the left knee, and then straighten the leg. Bend that back knee, and straighten. Bend the back knee, straighten, bend it once more, and straighten. This time we're going to bend the back knee, allow the hands to come to the ground as we transfer into our Anjaneyasana. Hands come to the ground, the back knee is on the ground, and you can place the hands on the top of the right thigh. Goal is to sink into the right hip. Allow yourself to relax and breathe, opening up, opening through that sacral region into the pelvic bowl. And when you're ready, we're going to take that left hand either to a block or to the mat. We're going to reach the right arm up and over across to the left side. Allow the right hip to stay heavy, stretching on the right side body. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring that right hand down, bring it to the inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot out just a little bit, coming into our lizard lunge. From lizard lunge, we're going to roll onto the outside of that right foot and then open, sinking even further into that right hip. Place the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. If you feel like you'd like to take an even bigger stretch, especially into the front of the left hip and the left quad, you can start to draw the left foot in. Take a reach for it with the right hand for a revolved lizard twist. From here, we're going to press that left foot, kick it into the right hand. Really feel the pressure there. And then draw the left foot in a little closer towards the glutes. Activating the quad really gets you a little bit more room. You find a greater range of motion. Press into the foot once more. And then maybe draw it in a little bit more closely. When you're ready, we're going to unwind. And then this time we're going to walk that right foot over, coming into our half pigeon, settling that right shin, adjusting the angle of the right shin, whether it's parallel with the front edge of the mat or you have it drawn in closer to the midline of the body. We're going to hold here in our half pigeon. Stay tall in your pigeon, and the point of staying tall with the torso over the hips keeps more weight into the hips, causes a little more pressure into those large joints, and we can open up a little more deeply. On the next inhale, we're going to shift on to the right hip and we're going to swing that left leg around. Stack the left shin on top of the right shin for a fire log pose. If this is super hard for you and it's really intense on your hips, you can just set the left shin in front of the right shin. We're going to hold here. To make it a little deeper, we could start to walk the hands over the front of that left shin. Take a nice deep breath in. And then let's go ahead and walk ourselves back up to an upright position. We're going to take the hands behind the hips, unwind the legs, and take a couple of windshield wipers. And when you're ready, let's cross the ankles. So we're going to come through tabletop and push back into a downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale in your downward facing dog. You can exhale, release it out through the mouth. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale that left foot up to the sky, draw it in between the hands, come through a runner's lunge, and press up into a high lunge. The back leg is straight, the heel is lifted, the front knee is bent, and we're sinking into our high lunge, but keeping the core nice and engaged. On the next inhale, we're going to open up into a warrior two, sinking the hips low, maybe widening the stance out a little more, feeling the reach from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Start to draw the left palm up and behind. Maybe take the right palm, take a hold of the left wrist. Engage your core, stay low in the hips. And when you're ready, release the palms. We're going to come through warrior two. Start to place the left forearm onto the left thigh and come into extended side angle. So the right upper arm is along the right side cheek. Maybe take the left hand all the way down to the earth for your side angle. When you're ready, we're going to straighten the left front leg. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Reach with the fingertips for triangle. And then bend the knee. Come into our extended side angle, shifting the arm, bending the knee. Straighten triangle. Bend the knee for our extended side angle. Once more for triangle. And then coming into our extended side angle. When you're ready, we're going to turn around. We're going to come and bring our hands back into our runner's lunge position. Come up, lift the chest, lift the torso, come up into our high lunge. We're going to take those knee dips again in our high lunge. Bend the back knee and straighten for 1. Bend, straighten for 2. Bend and straighten for 3. Bend, straighten for 4. Bend and straighten for 5. On the last one, we're going to lower down here. Take the hands to the front left thigh and relax into your Anjaneyasana. Maybe you feel, with all that warming up into the hips, maybe you feel like you're a little more open, just in general. Maybe you notice a difference from the left to the right side. Allow yourself to feel heavy. When you're ready, take the right hand down towards the earth or maybe to a block, and we're going to lift the left arm up and over to the side for a nice side body stretch into the outside of the left hip, into the hip flexor. And then we're going to allow the hands to come back down. Walk the left foot to the outside of the left hand, returning into lizard lunge on the opposite side. From your lizard lunge, let's roll to the outside edge of the left foot. And then maybe spin the torso, gaze up to the ceiling as we press the left hand to the inside of that left thigh. If you want to go for the grab, you can start to draw the right foot in towards the glutes. Take a reach for that left hand, and then let's kick that right foot into the left hand for a great activation to the top or the front side of that right hip and also the right quad. Maybe you notice after you release, you can draw that right foot in a little closer or a lot closer. Let's go again. Once more, press into the hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe draw the right foot a little bit closer to the glutes. And when you're ready, we're going to unwind, release that back foot. We're going to walk the left foot back over, so we come into our half pigeon on the left side. Adjust your left shin. Keep the back leg straight and stay high in your half pigeon on this side. Shifting onto the left hip, we're going to swing that right leg around, stack the right shin on top of the left. But if that is too much, again, allow the right shin just to settle in front of the left and give your hips a little breathing room. We're coming into this fire log pose, maybe walking your torso forward, keeping the hips heavy as you start a little forward bend in the fire log pose. Keep both of the feet flexed and breathe. When you're ready, we're going to walk ourselves back to an upright position. Again, take the hands behind you and unravel those legs. We're going to shift the knees from left to right. Take a couple of windshield wipers. Release the hips. Allow things to move freely through there once more. And then we're going to swing the feet out to the side. Come to a kneeling position into our hero's pose or Virasana. Kneeling onto the heels. Or if you want to take the full variation of hero pose, allow the feet to come out wide and the hips can sink down in between the heels. Holding in our hero pose, we'll inhale and exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, feel the shoulders release down the back. Allow the face, the jaw, the neck, and the shoulders all to relax as we close out our practice. And when you are ready, you can release yourself from the full hero's pose if you had it. You can come to a comfortable seat or stay in your kneeling position. But that is the end of our very quick 10-minute journey to hip flexibility and also strength in the lower body. You can find that many of these yoga practices and asanas not only lead to better flexibility, but it's that combination of flexibility and strength that improve our mobility in our bodies and lead to us feeling better throughout the rest of our day. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, hit that like button, subscribe so that you get more of these January Fitness Challenge videos, short and sweet. That's the way we like to keep it. I hope you have a great day. Make it a good one. Bye.